Xtabay, also known as Xtabay, Ixtabay, or Xtabal, is the Mayan name of a mythological woman. Originally, the term Xtab was used to refer to an ancient Mayan goddess of death. She was a goddess of those who killed themselves and the divinity of the gallows. Those who had killed themselves with this method received her protection. She accompanied them and guided them to a special paradise. In the Mayan tradition, killing oneself was an honorable way to die, on a similar level to that of sacrificial victims, warriors fallen in battle, or priests. Xtab was commonly depicted as a partially decomposed corpse with its eyes closed, hanging from a tree. With the arrival of Christianity and the Spanish conquerors in Mexico and Belize, the vision of the goddess Xtab was modified as an evil spirit that seduced man, whose back is like a trunk and with a demonic appearance and face. Thus, Xtab went from being a protective goddess to a demon that punished this type of death in hell. The legend of the Xtabay is very famous in Yucatan, which defines it as a woman who appears beautiful in front of men and then leads them to perdition by transforming into a monstrous being. In the network, you can find numerous versions, but today we will tell you about one of the most popular. It is said that two women lived in Yucatan, Xtabay and Utz-Colel. Xtabay had an obsession with passion, and her desire was to lavish her body and beauty on all the men who came across her. This didn't prevent her from being a good-hearted and kind woman who helped the sick, the homeless, animals, and anyone who needed her help. Utz-Colel, on the other hand, had not had any love affair. However, she was a cold, proud person with a bad heart and a disgust for the poor. One day, people stopped seeing Xtabay. Some time passed and a fine and delicate perfume of flowers began to spread throughout the town. Following the trail, they arrived at the girl's house, whom they found dead. Utz-Colel said that this was a corrupt body and that nothing could come out of it except rottenness. She stated that this must be an action of the evil spirits trying to continue their provocations. A few buried Xtabay, and the next day her grave was covered with beautiful and delicately scented flowers. However, when Utz-Colel died, the whole town went to her funeral. But to the amazement of the neighbors, her tomb didn't exhale any sweet perfume, but even covered with earth, it gave off a horrible stench. The flower that was born from the tomb of Xtabay was called Xtabay, a beautiful wild flower that grows on fences and paths. On the other hand, from the tomb of Utz-Colel, the Xtabay was born, a cactus from which a beautiful flower sprouts, which sometimes has no aroma. Other times it smells very unpleasant, and when you touch it, it is easy to prick yourself. Once dead, Utz-Colel reflected, envying what had happened to Xtabay, reaching the erroneous conclusion that like her sins had been of love, all good things happened to her after she died. So, trying to imitate her, she gave herself over to the evil spirits, not realizing that the only reason had been the goodness of the girl's heart. For this reason, the Mayans denied that it was Xtabay that destroyed man, because it was Utz-Colel. She managed to return to the world whenever she wanted, turned into a woman again to seduce man. She appears at night under a ceiba tree while combing her long hair with a piece of tzakam. She attracts men with songs and phrases of love until they are hers, and then kills them. What do you think of this legend, TikTokers? Did you know it? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next episode!